to the fourth and last episode of the series Wish You Were Here, My Secret Venice. Today it is a very secret place, the one we're going to visit, not because it is unknown, but because it is inaccessible. If the Labia family rings a bell, then you know what we're going to see. A sumptuous palace commissioned by the wealthy Labia family in the 18th century with a cycle of frescoes by Giovan Battista Tiepolo. The palace is not open to the public, therefore we were granted a very special permission thanks to the generosity of the director of the Sede Rai Regione del Veneto. It is my greatest pleasure to welcome you and guide you through the rooms of this dreamland. Not far from Santa Lucia railway station, walking down Lista di Spagna, we get to Campo San Geremia. In this campo stands a large building, Palazzo Labia, with its imposing facade. On the top we see the eagle, the coat of arms animal of the Labia family, towering over the entrance of the palace. We start our visit from the room of mirrors, this majestic room that looks onto the Grand Canal. This room was used by the Labias as their dining room for their fabled dinner parties. The opulent decoration of the walls, 17th century mirrors interspersed with niches and statues, is topped by Zephyrus, the gentle wind messenger of spring, and Flora, cocooning one another on a soft cloud, a wonderful fresco by Giovan Battista Tiepolo. In this room, to show off their wealth, the Labias used to throw out of this very balcony their solid gold cutlery, skillfully retrieved by their servants the following day. In this very special room, we'll be able to travel around the globe on a map that dates back to 1649. And we're gonna see how Canada was represented. And now we're going to explore the rooms that house a unique collection of tapestries from the Flanders that date back to the end of the 17th century. In this room, not only we admire the triumph of Scipio l'Africano, but also a wonderful fresco by Giovan Domenico Tiepolo. Before entering the majestic and opulent ballroom frescoed by Giovan Battista Tiepolo, we take a moment to admire the capricci in this room. The Labia family was of Spanish origin and joined the Venetian aristocracy in the 17th century by buying a noble title for the amount of 300,000 ducats. In 1740, Giovan Battista Tiepolo was commissioned the decoration of this room. It is interesting to notice that the floor plan is a perfect square, as to resemble the Temple of Solomon, given that Francesco Labia I was a Freemason. Tiepolo's frescoes reflect the family's great ambition to celebrate their present and future glory. Tiepolo painted this room in collaboration with Girolamo Mengozzi Colonna, a specialist of quadratura. On the west wall we admire the meeting of Antony and Cleopatra, staged within this theatrical architecture. The characters are about to walk down the 3 steps and join the merry gathering. On the opposite wall, the east wall, Tiepolo painted the legendary Banquet of Cleopatra. After an extremely lavish meal at Antony's expense, Cleopatra boasted that she could lay a banquet of much greater extravagance. On this occasion, she dissolved one of her enormous pearl earrings in vinegar mixed with wine. When she was about to dissolve the other earring too, Antony managed to stop her. Cleopatra is represented blonde-haired and blue-eyed, for it is an actual portrait of beautiful Maria Labia, wife to Francesco Labia II. In this fresco we also find a self-portrait of Tiepolo in blue and Mengozzi Colonna in white. And it is in this very room that in 1951 Le Bal Oriental was hosted. It was to become the ball of the century. It is now time to put these rooms of wonders to sleep. Until next time, I thank you for your attention, and I hope you enjoyed this journey to my secret, beautiful Venezia.